In the dead of night, Julie received a cryptic text. "If you want to live, leave your house in 10 minutes." She froze, heart racing. Was this a joke? She checked the windows. Shadows moved outside. Another text buzzed. "I can see you. Don't call anyone." Panic surged through her veins. She grabbed her keys and bolted out the door. As she ran into the street, a car screeched to a halt beside her. The driver, hooded, opened the door. "Get in if you want answers, Namal," he growled. She hesitated, every instinct screaming to flee. But something dark and unspoken lurked in his eyes, something familiar. Before she could decide, her phone buzzed again. It's already too late. And then the streetlights went out. Darkness swallowed the street, and Julie's heart pounded in her chest. The hooded man leaned closer, his voice low and urgent. "You don't have time. They're coming." "Who?" she stammered, gripping her phone tightly. "You don't remember, do you?" He said, eyes narrowing. "You were part of it." "Part of what?" Julie demanded, stepping back. The silence was suffocating, the shadows around her shifting. A sudden screech of tires echoed behind her. Another car, its headlights blinding, roared towards them. The hooded man grabbed her arm. "Choose now. Come with me, or face them alone. But if you stay, they'll erase everything, even your name." Julie glanced at the approaching car, panic clawing at her throat. Before she could decide, the doors of the second car burst open, and masked figures stepped out. Julie's breath caught as the masked figures moved closer, their footsteps slow, deliberate. The hooded man tightened his grip on her arm, his voice softer now, almost pleading. "Julie, you have to trust me. This is your last chance." But something shifted in Julie. A flicker of memory, fragments of a life she couldn't fully recall. She yanked her arm free and stood tall, her voice steady. "No more running." The figures paused, their masks expressionless. The leader stepped forward, lowering his hood. Julie's blood ran cold. It was her reflection, another version of herself. "You're stronger than they think," the mirror image said, eyes piercing into hers. "You always were." In that moment, Julie understood. This was the choice, escape or confront the truth. She smiled, unafraid. "I choose to remember." The lights flickered back on.